Good morning, everyone. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options with your morning market preparation video for December 1st, 2017. So we have crossed over into December, and my goodness, do we have a dramatic market going on. Uh, Yesterday, there was a huge promise that the tax reform bill was going to pass, and it just looked like it was fast tracking all the way through, was not going to be a major issue. Well, then suddenly, after the market closed yesterday, we heard, or in the evening, we heard that they ran into a snag. Oh, big surprise there. And now the market is showing a little bit of a pullback, not as much as you would expect. But I would be really, really careful that we couldn't see as the news continues to spin out on this thing. If there's any kind of a hint of this not passing, watch out below. Be really careful, everyone. Seriously, do not. I kept repeating in the trading room yesterday over and over and over, don't chase this market. Don't chase this market. And I mentioned yesterday that, we're likely headed into a bumpy ride for the next couple of weeks because, even if we get past the tax bill, then we still have the government closure issue that has to be resolved. And you know how the drama gets spun up in that. So we have both sides just issuing, all the rhetoric, throwing out tons and tons of drama, whipping up the market here, and that's what's unfortunate. We as traders and the stock market itself are directly in the line of fire for this mess. So be really careful how you trade this. Be cautious, keep your position small, plan your risk carefully, okay? Now, if you're a day trader, this is just exactly the kind of market you want to see. Big potential swings, really fast price action. But for most swing traders, position traders, this is a disastrous time. And if you're a new trader, it might be a wise thing to just stand aside and let this drama play out. And then think about reemerging into the trade if and when it settles down. Let's take a look at the SPY. New record highs, across the board. SPY, new record highs. Diamonds, new record highs. Diamonds smashing through 24,000 for the first time ever. The Qs was the only index that just really didn't seem all that impressed yesterday. Didn't really participate all that much. And now it's actually showing a gap down below yesterday's low. So kind of keep an eye on that. We could see the Qs lead the market lower if it's going to sink. So watch that closely. Then we've got IWM, and IWM did nicely yesterday, continuing its little trend, but then pulled back toward the end of the day. So who knows where this is going to go? And that's the thing. We can't even really trust the price action here because we're locked in a Washington spin cycle. So, I'm a real price action guy, but when price action can no longer be trusted because of the news feed, we have lost our edge as a trader. And when I lose my edge, I want to get small. I want to pull back. I want to get out of the way. I don't want to keep fighting something that I have no edge. So that's what I've done. I did almost no trading yesterday. Kept my position. I've been taking profits all through the rally this week, and stepping back from the market. And this drama just keeps building and building and building. We could easily whip lower and then get news that the tax bill looks like it's back on track, whip right back up. If there's news that the tax bill could fail, we could really fall. So just be careful, folks. Be very careful. Protect your capital. make sure you have an edge before you trade. Something that really caught my eye yesterday was that while the market was dramatically rising, notice the VIX was also moving up. That's an indication possibly that the fear of this high elevation in the market is growing, and which means very quick moves can happen. So watch that carefully. I'm not suggesting we're going to fall off a cliff. We could rip higher. We could absolutely rip higher. The problem is there's no way to see that coming. It's all going to be spun out in the news. So be very, very careful. Protect your capital. Okay, on the economic calendar today, we have, let's see, there we go. We have a couple Fed speakers. Early this morning, we have the PMI manufacturing at 9:45. That's expecting good numbers, as is ISM, and construction spending as well. They're looking maybe ISM just a little tiny pullback, but all of these numbers have been extremely strong. And then, of course, we have still another Fed speaker. I don't know about you, but I kind of long for the days when the Fed didn't have a whole lot to say. These guys can't seem to keep their mouth shut anymore. They're just constantly out there stumping for something. On the, sorry, that's my phone going off. On the earnings calendar, we had about 18 companies reporting today, but there really is none that I could see that are particularly of note, unless you're holding one of those companies. If you happen to be holding one of those companies that are reporting, you need to have a plan around that. So even though we're well past earnings season, please make sure you're checking those earnings reports, because if you happen to be holding a company that is going to report earnings, you need to know that and prepare for that. So with that, everyone, I want to wish everyone a very profitable day. I hope everyone has themselves protected, that you are being very, very careful here. Our edge has slipped away with all this political spin. So everyone be careful, be cautious. I hope you have great profits. And also, if this is the first time you've seen this information, do me a favor and click that subscribe button and the follow me button on Facebook. Click those like buttons if you can. If you feel like it's worthy, I would really appreciate it. And I do want to thank everyone who drops comments there. Also, please feel free to share this with anyone that you might think could benefit from this kind of preparation work. Everyone take care, have a great day, and I will talk to you all very soon.